Right, hi guys. I've just let the dogs outside. I've just come back in to get my bowl. I've tidied the, oh, I forgot to do my duvet cover. I'll do the duvet cover after I've finished. Let's get this room shut down. Right, do that one off, that one off. There's my bowl. Get my bowl, guys. Oh, shut that door. Right, I haven't heard the boys yet. I let them out just a second ago, so they should be at the back door if I'm lucky. Let's have a look. There they are. Come on in you come, guys. You are good boys. It's a bit fresh out there again today, guys. Oh, at least I've got my cardi on. Right, let's flip that kettle on. I'm going to take a cup of tea upstairs tonight. I nearly did last night and then hummed and hawed about it, but tonight I'm going to do it. Right, so if I flick the switch on, yeah, that should boil, I think. Yes, it is going. I couldn't hear the kettle going, it's just started. Right, take the biscuits in with me. Get the stand out, then I can stand it up. There we go, that's better. Right, here we go. Right, 2 biscuits. There'll be 2 dogs following me, I'm sure. Go on in, sir. In you go. There we go. Right, I'll put these up here, guys. Right, that's one. That's Sooty's. Hi, Snoop. These are the vet beds. This is that it's like a fleece. It almost looks like lamb's wool. Really nice. It is really warm. Myself, guys. Hi. Thank you. That's yours, Snoop. Come on, Mum. Right, that's yours, Sooty. Not you, Snoop. You can see Snoop knows where the biscuits are. He's looking up at the windowsill. Right, my Snoop. Thank you. Wait. Okay, in you get. Right, Snoop's ready. Right, I've got the other 2 rugs ready. Right, here you go, guys. Right, here you go. 1 each. 1 for you, Snoopers. 1 for you, Sooty. There you go, guys. And for you as well, Snoopers. There you go, fella. Right, boys are all done. I'm just going to get my fresh drink, guys. Haven't got a lot of water here, so I'll get my fresh drink. Here we go. That's the drink. I'll just twist the camera so you can, I'll just take it over there, guys. I'll be back in a second. Right, here you go, guys. There's the guys. Right, night night, guys. Sleep tight, fellas. I'll see you boys in the morning. You guys be good, please. Night night. Sleep tight. Right, kettle's boiled. Oh. There we go. Actually, there's something else I need to get, guys. We get that out of the front room while I remember. Should be a piece of paper in here I need. While I'm in here, I'll do that duvet cover. Right, that's done. Right, I've got my piece of paper. Here we go, guys. Right, we're done. Ah. Let's put this side for a change. There you go. How's that? That's something different, isn't it? I haven't done on this side before. I've got a shout out to do for somebody who had to get the piece of paper, so I didn't forget. So give me a shout. Don't let me forget. Right, let's run to the hot water tap off. Try to get some hot water. Shouldn't take too long. The hot water tank's upstairs in the back bedroom. It takes a long time to run the cold off first. It's just starting to come through now. There you go. There you go. Right. See my poor old arm, look. Right. What can I tell you? I've got a busy weekend lined up. I knew it was going to be busy. Running up to Christmas is always a busy time for me anyway. I'm obviously trying to do a certain amount of shopping for people and presents, but I've also got other jobs to sort out, and I've got both my sisters need jobs done on their cars. So I'm going to do my eldest sister's car on Saturday. I'm going to do the dog walk first in the morning. Then once I get back, I'm going to phone up my eldest sister and sort her car out for her. And then on the Sunday, I'm going to do the same sort of thing, but I'm going to go to my younger sister and do a job for my younger sister. So it's going to be a busy weekend. It's like cars 7 days a week, guys. So that happens sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time. But I need to get them done and out of the way before Christmas. So let's get that done. What else can I tell you, guys? I'm trying to think. I was talking to someone about holidays. I said to them, what's the best holiday you've ever had, ever? And my goodness, they have been to some fantastic places. Sounds like they've travelled extensively. Australia, in all the big cities in Australia, New Zealand, both islands in New Zealand, Tasmania, all sorts of places. I'm thinking, oh my God. I did send them a message back saying, have you ever been to Southend? And they said yes. I didn't win that one. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I love travelling. I absolutely adore it, but I have to drive. You all know I'm a terrible traveller, really bad. And this person I was messaging tonight said, how did you get on when you went to Scotland? Well, if I'm driving, guys, it's not usually a problem. I can make myself ill by driving. If the roads are really wide, I can make myself ill. But I try and slow down or stop and get out and have a walk and do something and sort of break it down. But very rarely do I have to do that. But yes, I do get travel sick. But yes, I was fine going up to Scotland. There was a lovely run up to Scotland. I did it the way I did it, I set off really early in the morning because I didn't want to get up there in the dark. It's all right if you know where you're going, that's not a problem, but as I hadn't been to this particular park before, my idea was to leave my home here early as the morning, my usual stomping ground, so I know all the roads around here, so that's not a problem. So I left about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was well on my way up there before it got light. But it was lovely. I did it right. That was the perfect way of doing it, because I could also see the scenery, which I wouldn't have seen otherwise. And it was a beautiful trip, really, really nice. It was a bit grey and drizzly when I went over the Pennines, because I went up the A1, across the Pennines on the 66, and then up past Carlisle, up to Glasgow that way. And when I went over the Pennines, it was really horrible, foggy, misty, drizzly, and then all the way up to Carlisle, it was the same. It didn't look very good, all past Lockerbie. It was awful, Gretna Green, really, really rough. And then just before I got to Glasgow, out came the sun, and it was glorious, absolutely glorious. So, and I'd mentioned going up to Scotland, that I'd never been to Scotland where it would be nice. And blow me, it was lovely. It was really nice. It was spectacular. And doing it in the daylight, I could see the scenery, which was really nice. So yes, I did enjoy that. Now, the lady I stayed with, a lady called Donna, who was one of my Northern Angels, she's going to come down in February to look after me when I have my my breast sorted out. And she's volunteered to come down and look after me, which is lovely of her. So she's arranged, or we've arranged between us, that she's going to get a flight from Glasgow down to Stansted the Saturday before, because I have to go in on the Monday. So that gives me Saturday, Sunday before I go in. Donna should be here, and then I've got the Monday I go to London with my two sisters. We're going to go down together. We're going to drive down to Stratford, catch the tube in, and then once we get to, I think it's Oxford Street, we get off the train there and we have to walk to the surgery from there, or get a taxi, whichever. So that's what's been arranged. And then my sisters have got to come and pick me up, because you're not allowed to leave after you've had the surgery on your own. You have to be collected. So my sisters are going to come and collect me when I'm done, and then we're going to backtrack. And I did say to my sisters, bring a bowl, because as a passenger, I'm going to be really bad, guys. I'm going to be really bad. And Donna knows this. I had warned her that I get travel sick. Everybody knows, who's on my channel knows I'm a terrible traveller. So I'm not expecting to be feeling particularly good on that Monday, guys. But I think at the end of the day, when I'm all healed up, it will all have been worthwhile. So watch this space. So yeah, we were talking about holidays, weren't we? And yes, I was speaking to this this subscriber about places they'd been, and they have travelled so much more than I have. And they did turn around and say to me, "You've been all over Europe." Well, yes, I have. I've been over Europe. I've done Europe lots of times. I love Europe. And that's something I'd love to do again, especially now with sat-navs. Sat-navs make it so much easier, especially if you've got an up-to-date one. Yeah, absolutely love it, and I'll definitely do that again. So that was nice, reminiscing about holidays. Takes your mind off the bad times, doesn't it, when you start thinking about the good times, wonderful holidays you had. As a child, my parents used to take us, me and my two sisters, to a beach on the Norfolk coast called Brancaster Beach. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. And there's nothing there, guys. It is just sand and sea. There's no arcades and shops to spend your money on. There was a car park when you got there, and there was a little kiosk that sold ice creams, buckets and spades. That was it. There was toilets there as well, sorry. But that was it. There was nothing else. And it was, as children, we used to go there. My parents used to take a windbreak, because this is the Norfolk coast. It was very flat and it was always windy. So my parents would take a windbreak and we'd walk along the beach until we found a selected spot, and there were sand dunes there that you could actually go into. I think the last time I went up there, they'd fenced them all off because of the coastal erosion. I think people walking in the sand dunes were breaking the sand dunes up, so they stopped people going in there. But that's what we used to do. We used to go up there, pick a spot in the sand dunes to set up camp. They used to put the windbreak up, sort of make a camp. My mum and dad would just lay out in the sun, putting their sun factor, whatever it was, on, and they'd cook. They'd lay there basting themselves, rolling over every now and again to get the other side done. While they were doing that, myself and my two sisters were playing on the beach, making sandcastles, playing in the sea. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And there was something at Brancaster that was a bit of interesting thing. There's the beach is very, very shallow. It's very flat, so that when the sea goes out, you can wade into the sea a long way before you get into any depth, because it's such a shallow beach. It's all sand. It's a beautiful beach. But just off the beach, there's a sandbar that comes up. So when the sea goes out, this sandbar comes up out of the sea, and you can walk over to it. And on top of this sandbar, and I'm pretty sure it will still be there, was an old shipwreck. I don't know what the ship was. It was an old steel ship. But when the sea went out, you could see the ship come up. And it used to be, the thing to do was to wait for the sea to go out. And as soon as it had gone out, we as a family, my mum, my dad, my two sisters and myself, would walk across to this sandbank. And you could walk around the shipwreck. You could go up to it, but you had to paddle in towards, because the sea had sort of scoured the sand around the shipwreck, so there's always water around the shipwreck, but you could walk around it. Wasn't much to see, it's just rusty steel. And then as soon as you'd done that, you had to walk back, because as soon as you'd done that, the tide was coming back in again, so you had to go there, go around it and back. But it was great. It was so much fun. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And my parents, they watched one of my videos. I think I was there when they were watching it, because they don't tend to watch my videos when I'm not there. But if I go round, they say, what have you been up to? And I show them some of the videos I've done. And one of them I showed them was about Brancaster. And my mum and dad both turned around and looked at each other, and then they said to me, did you really enjoy that? I said, oh, they were the best holidays ever. They said, well, you do surprise us, they said, because we thought you'd be bored to tears. I said, oh no, it's great. Playing in the sand, there was nothing there to do other than playing in the sand and the sea. It was so much fun, guys. And my mum said they were really happy about that, because they thought that us as children didn't like that, but I absolutely loved it. I don't know whether I can speak for my sisters, but I certainly loved it. Beautiful memories. And I have been up to Brancaster myself with my family, and done the same sort of thing, but obviously that won't be happening anymore. But it is a lovely place to go, and I have taken my dogs up there and taken them all the way up to the Norfolk coast for a walk along the beach. Absolutely gorgeous, guys, really good. So if you've never been up to the Norfolk coast, you ought to give it a look, because there's some beautiful beaches up there, guys. All right. I haven't got much more to do. I've got one of my candle jars I want to wash up and put that into the glass, the bottle bank. I'll take those up to the bottle bank at some stage. I keep saying I'm going to do that, but I don't. I've got a huge pile of bottles to get rid of now. And I can't put them in my recycle bin. They don't take them in our recycle bins here. You have to go and put them in the bottle banks. So I will do that, but I keep forgetting. Every time I keep coming home, I keep going, oh, I've done it again, I've forgotten again. And I've got a mountain of bottles to get rid of. Most of them are jam jars. I'm not an alcoholic drinker, guys. There'd be jam jars, what's the other one? Branston pickle, be some coffee jars, that sort of thing in there. No alcohol, not in this household. I am pretty well teetotal, guys. I used to drink when I was younger, don't get me wrong. I used to love having a drink when I was younger, but yes, not anymore. I like to come home and have cups of coffee, cups of tea. If I go out now, say I go out for a day and I want to stop at a pub and have a drink, I'm more likely to order myself something like a cappuccino than I am to actually have an alcoholic drink. And I like it, I love it, I really do enjoy it. And of course, if you drive somewhere, you don't want to be drinking and driving either, guys. But yes, I love going to pubs. I'd much rather, if I was going out for a day and going to I'd go to a pub for a meal rather than go to one of these fast food outlets. I love pub food, I think it's great. Right, here we go, one clean jar, another clean jar I do. And right, last one. Just a plastic food bowl, and that's it, guys. We are done. I'm going to make that cup of tea before we go up, though. So yeah, it's been a good day today. It's been a really good day. It went quick, it went faster than I thought it was going to go. very successful. Everybody was busy. There's lots of people trying to squeeze their last day's holidays in at the moment, which is making us short. We're busy anyway, but then these people have all booked holiday. You've got to use your holiday. They've got this policy: if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you've left holiday right to the end of the year, everybody's trying to squeeze their last few days in. And the garage doesn't like you having days off at Christmas, but there's so many people who've got days left that they've had to relent and let them have the time off. So, but I've used all mine up. I used all mine up in November, guys. Mine all disappeared then. Right, that's that. Let's tip this away, guys. Right, and I've got that shout out to do now, guys. Now, this shout out is to somebody called Susan. Now, Suzanne, sorry. She's had a few falls lately, and she's hurt herself, and she's, as you could imagine, she's a little bit upset about it. She says she keeps falling over. It's not the first time by the sound of it, she keeps falling over. So she fell over again, and she broke her finger. Hurt her back. So yeah, so I'm wishing you a quick recovery, especially this close to Christmas. What terrible, well, no time's good to have a fall, but this close to Christmas, yeah, I wish you a speedy recovery, Suzanne. That's the only shout out I had, guys. I couldn't get back very far because no sooner had I answered. What I do is when I go onto my site, I'll answer a question. And as soon as I've answered it, it will throw me back to the top of the page. So then I have to trawl down the page to where I've answered the question to get to the next question. And every time you go back to the top of the page, somebody else has put some more messages on. So I clear those as well, then go back down the page, and it goes on, and I can't get back very far because people keep sending me messages, which is fantastic. Thank you. I'm not complaining. But yes, I didn't get very far back because there was just so many messages on there tonight. Right, I'm going to move the camera so I can make my cup of tea now, guys. I hadn't forgotten. There you go. Put that there. Just flip that kettle on again. And where's my cup? One cup and one spoon. Right, don't need the gloves anymore. That's done. Right, I need a tea bag. I think I've just finished this honey. I've finished it the last drink. Let's just see if I can get anything out of it. Okay. Oh yeah, a little bit. That might be enough. Something else I've got to wash up. I'll leave it in the sink to soak overnight, then I'll rinse it out in the morning. Right, that'll have to do. Right, that'll do. That's enough honey. Got sticky fingers now. Right, some milk. So, right, let's put the dog's biscuits back, then I can pug on my cup of tea. There's that candle. Did I show you the candle I made? Look, it is. It's cooling down now. You see the wick in there. I've got the wick suspended, and I've got plenty of room there for some more wax. I'm going to leave that on the side, and the next candle I get that's finished, I'm going to melt the wax and pour that in there so it will keep coming up. And somebody said to me, make sure you cut the wick down to the top of the candle when you've finished it. They said otherwise it will really smoke, so I will do that. And that's it, I think, guys. Come back over here. Have a quick puggle. Can you see my tea? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, cup of tea. Take it back over here. Right, done. Right, if I shorten the selfie stick, guys, then I can carry it upstairs. There we go. Turn that. There you go. Right, night night, guys. Sleep tight, fellas. I'll see you boys in the morning. We'll just flick that radio on, guys. Right, radio's on. Right, here we go. Right, and we're out of here. Let's go, go, go. Oh. Right, that's that one, that one. That one's off. Right, that door's shut. I'll just check the front room light. Yeah, front room light's out. Right, bedtime. Here we go. Check the shower. The shower's off. I've got a switch on the wall above me. That red switch, that's for the shower. They always said turn it off, so I always do. Have my shower, turn it on for my shower, turn it off when I've finished. Just an isolator. Right, we're in, guys. Well, I did turn the heating on up here, so it's lovely and warm in my bedroom. I've got my cup of tea. Here we go. Right, we're in. Right, I'll put that by the bed. Right, that's ready. Turn the light on. There. I've been sleeping in the middle of my bed now. It's a big king-size bed. I've actually been sleeping in the middle. I always slept on one side, and somebody said to me, "Where do you sleep in your bed?" I said, "Funny you should say that, but I've always just sleep in the side." And they said, "Well, try sleep in the middle." So I have. It's lovely. I can spread out. I never really gave it any thought. I just jumped in my bed and went to bed like everybody else does. But yeah, I've got this huge bed, and yeah, I was sleeping in on one side, and somebody said to me, "Sleep in the middle." So I do. I'll just extend the selfie stick again, guys. There you go. Ooh. Right, so I'm going to take all my jewellery off now, and I'm going to have to go to bed, guys. Right, so this is one of two dresses I've got like this. I've got this one in blue, and I've got another one in green, which is over there on the wardrobe, and I'm going to wear that one tomorrow, so I'll show you that one tomorrow. But it's the same as this, but in the green. Looks really nice. Put a bit of cream on my finger so I get my ring off. There you go. There you go. Lovely. Oh, it comes off so much easier. Right, just wipe the cream off it. There you go. Take my copper bangle off. And my watch off. Done. Right, guys, I'm going to go to bed. It's been a great day. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is. It's Friday Eve tomorrow, guys. Yeah. So we're getting towards the weekend. Not long now, guys. So I'm going to bid you night-night. I love you all to bits, and I'm going to speak to you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye for now.